We'll begin our lesson today by considering the role of attitudes in marketing. Attitudes are relatively enduring overall evaluations of objects, products, services, issues, or people. Attitudes play a critical role in consumer behavior because they motivate people to behave in a relatively consistent way. The attitude concept is a highly researched concept because marketers understand that when people have positive attitudes towards products, they often perceive positive value from the exchange. A concept closely related to attitudes is persuasion. Persuasion refers to specific attempts to change attitudes. There are many different persuasive techniques available for firms to use when trying to change attitudes. Today, we'll focus on the balance theory approach. Balance theory is often applied in relationship to celebrity endorsements. Balance theory is just one way we can conceptualize the attitude change process. The balance theory approach was introduced by social psychologist Fritz Heider. The basic premise underlying balance theory is that consumers are motivated to maintain a perceived consistency in the relationships found in their mental systems. That is, humans prefer consistency between our beliefs, our attitudes, and our behaviors. When we consider balance theory, we focus on the associations between the observer, or ourselves, another person, and the object, or the attitudinal object. We often relate this to a triad. The relationship between the observer and the person, and the observer and the object, are called the sentiment relations. And the relationship between the person, Queen Latifah in this example, and the object, CoverGirl in this example, are considered to be the unit relations. Consistency is maintained in the system if and when we multiply all the signs together, positive or negative, and we get a positive outcome. For example, if the observer Brianna likes Queen Latifah, and we know that Queen Latifah likes CoverGirl because he's endorsing the product, it is therefore expected that Brianna would develop a positive attitude towards CoverGirl. Therefore, making a positive times a positive times a positive have a positive outcome. On the other hand, if the observer Brianna doesn't care for Queen Latifah, and that relationship in the triad is negative, and we know that Queen Latifah likes CoverGirl because she is the spokesperson endorser, it is more likely that Brianna would develop a negative attitude towards CoverGirl in order to maintain consistency between the multiplication of the signs. Therefore, a negative between observer and person times a positive between person and object necessitates a negative between the observer and the object in order to maintain a positive sign. We can apply balance theory to the American Express commercial we just viewed. We know that Beyonce likes American Express because she endorses the product. Now you can consider how you feel about Beyonce. This attitude would likely impact how you're likely to feel about American Express, keeping in mind the multiplicative signs of the entire triad must remain positive. So therefore, if you don't care for Beyonce, you would likely develop a negative attitude towards American Express. But if you like Beyonce, to keep the signs positive, your feeling towards American Express would likely to be positive as well.